Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Cody Jones, and welcome back to another story time with Cody. But before we get into that, I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification down below, and also be sure to check out my podcast on Spotify, and be sure to follow and hit the bell notification so you can be notified whenever new episodes drop, and hit the bell on YouTube so that you guys can be notified whenever a new video drops. Honestly, man, I was not even sure about even doing this shit, but I figured I enjoy doing these storytime videos because I'm opening up to you guys and telling you more stories of me and some of the shit in my life. Some of the personal stories that I might not say on the podcast, or some of them that I have mentioned but you never heard them yet. So it's like, for those who haven't heard it on the podcast, you can hear it here. And if you heard it on here, and if you haven't heard it on here, then you can listen on the podcast. You know, it's a whole listen here or listen there kind of thing. But at least you guys can also visually see me tell these stories. Alright, so the story I want to talk about is my days back in PE. Clearly, as you can see, I'm not a very athletic kind of person. When I was in high school, I remember a specific day where I completely fucked up my foot and to a point to where I couldn't run, you know. And it was a pain because in Pando High it was needed that I run just so that I can get a passing grade. But with or without a broken foot, I just sucked at running, and I was never really fast enough to a certain time limit, especially if you guys are doing laps around football fields and shit. You know, so under specific uh, times, I was not fast enough. So when I fucked up my ankle, this was during the time when I lived near a desert in Palmdale High. And I kind of remember like jumping off of one side of a creek to another side of a creek. And the thing is, when I hopped on one side to the other, I fucked up my ankle. And it didn't break it, but it just did a good amount of damage to like have my ankle like in a brace or something, you know, because I slightly fucked it up a little, but not too serious. But by the time that I went to PE one day with a doctor's note saying I cannot run because of a fucked up ankle, this teacher that I had, whose name I'm not gonna say out of respect, he really fucked up. He had me run a lap anyways, and he told me that if you got two legs and you got 2 feet, you can clearly run. So if you don't run, you're gonna fail. And if you don't do it under a time limit, you're gonna fail. So the fact that I sucked at running anyways at a specific uh, time during a time limit, I always failed anyways. But what made it problematic was running at a time limit with a injured ankle. So that made it even worse and made me even slower. So I tried telling him and handed him a note saying I cannot run. I have a fucked up ankle. I can walk, but I cannot run. And the thing is, he did not give two fucks at all, you know. So he completely had me run laps around the football field anyways. And if you know what it's like to fucking run under a time limit, let alone with a damaged ankle or foot or whatever, then you know that it's a bitch to do it. But the thing is, I fucking forced myself to go anyways and try to make an effort because I'd rather give it a try and do my best than not do it at all, you know? So I made an effort, still failed, sadly. But I gave it my all, you know? But by the time that I was done running, not only was I exhausted as a motherfucker, but my ankle was hurting like a bitch throughout the whole day. And I had to wear that cast for a few days. probably a week and a half or so. I can't remember how long, but it was just a really fucked up ankle. So I just completely dealt with it. I did not really baby it by fucking getting carried around on golf carts and shit. I just walked it, because I'd rather keep my muscles going even when it's damaged, because I'm not a bitch. I'm gonna fucking work with it. So I completely just gave it my all. Now, what's funny is karma's a motherfucker. So I remember one day my ankle was completely fine. I was on my way to class one day, and I noticed that he had a fucked up leg or a fucked up foot or something. Apparently, it was some bullshit story or something saying that he was horseback riding or some shit. He did something to fuck up his leg, and because I was an asshole even back then, I fucking walked up to him asking him what happened, and I just sat there, or not really sat there. I stood there with a smile on my face, like, wow, I guess we can call this even then. I fucked up my foot and you made me run. You got a fucked up leg and you got to continue working. So it's like as he was telling me that he fucked up his foot, I sat there with a smile on my face. And I kind of felt bad, but at the same time, I felt good. Karma's a motherfucker. You made me run with a fucked up ankle. So, karma's a bitch, ain't it? But I did graduate after that, and I did do an extra semester trying to make up for that class, but also make up for uh, freshman's English and for math class, because I'm shit at math. Like, I'm absolutely atrocious. And I gave it my all. I got my diploma at the end, but I was grateful. And I was cool with the PE teacher. I just want to note that I have no beef with anyone, even my teachers. I got no beef with no one. But I was like, I just sat there grinning when he fucked up his leg. But I mean, I have no malice towards no one. I'm not a bitter person like that. But um, before we end this video, I also do want to do something real quick. I want to give some shout outs to people on YouTube, and one of them is underscore mystery underscore lioness underscore. And honestly, man, I just want to say that the reason why I'm giving this person a shout out is because I know her on a personal level. I know her face to face because before I started doing YouTube, I knew her back in high school. Underscore mystery underscore lioness underscore was my date and my 6 month dating girlfriend, which I did talk about in one of my stories. Uh, she was the girl that I went to the beach with, that I went bowling with, and that I went to the movies with and looked like an idiot. I've known her for a very long time, and I dated her when I was a senior for 6 months. But the reason why I'm giving her a shout out is because I want her channel to grow, to get as many views and subscribers and attention. Not because she's my ex, but because I believe that all content creators deserve the love and support as much as possible. Now, I will even tag her in the description down below and leave a link to her channel. But if you're watching this, then I just want you to know I got no beef. I have no problem giving you a shout out because even though we had our issues, that doesn't mean that no one can wish each other the best, you know. We've had our issues, we had our moments. There were some moments when we were laughing and had the best moments, and then there were moments when we were at each other's throats. And I'm not going to say who's to blame for what, or who said what, or did what. That is beneath us. We're grown-ups. But I believe that you deserve the support and subscribers as much as anyone. And I'm creating this content for entertainment, for positivity, for joy, for laughter. You know, like I'm creating this content for the best of reasons. So you might not be happy with me. You might still hate me, which I'm not gonna blame you for, because there were moments when we were both very bitter towards one another. I'm not gonna say any of the things that we did or said to one another. There was nothing physical. I want to make that clear. We did not hurt one another physically, but we just had our very bitter moments. But that doesn't mean that I cannot wish you the best and support your channel. If you're watching this, Yasmin, then just know that I hope you get the uh, the attention that you deserve, that you continue growing and creating and just continue moving forward, you know, for the very best. Because honestly, I wish nothing but the best for anyone and everyone, including for the people on YouTube. I wish, especially on YouTube, on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, you know, I wish the best for everyone. And I have no malice towards no one. So, for today's shout out is for Yasmin Torres, aka underscore mystery underscore lioness underscore. You got your shout out, you got my support, you got my subscribe, and I wish for nothing but the absolute best for you, your channel, your family, and I do hope that you continue to create and bring entertainment onto your channel. You know, because again, at the end of the day, it's all love and support, you know. But other than that, let me know what you guys think of this video. And let me know if you fucking had an injury or some shit that you had to just work with, you know, just fucking muscle through it. You know, it's like I would love to hear your guys' stories and stuff. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. You know, I mean, it's completely free. It's always empty and shit. So just leave a story or something, or just say hi or some shit, you know. Comment down below. And also, be sure to subscribe. It's completely free. And hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when videos come out. I do plan to make videos come out at least twice a week, maybe sometimes 3 times a week. You know, it's like I'm expanding these videos out a bit, you know, so I'm not fucking blowing up the channel with 7 videos a week and shit, you know. I'm spreading them all out. But other than that, be sure to subscribe down below, and also follow me on Spotify and on my social medias, which is in my profile. And hit the bell on Spotify so you can be notified when episodes come out. Anyways, guys, I'm out. Peace.